May I have your attention, please? This is a final boarding call for Japan Airlines Flight 61 to Tokyo National Airport.
We spent 11 days exploring Hokkaido and more of Tokyo at the end of the summer of 2025. We got out into nature, relaxed at onsens, and traveled by Shinkansen. Of course, we went on shopping sprees, dove into the foodie scene, and saw all the sights while we were there. Join us for our comeback tour through northern Japan. Hi! Alright, we're at LAX now, just got through security. So we're going to Japan again for the second time in 2 years. But we're obviously flying into Tokyo, but we're gonna explore Hokkaido. So we're gonna get to see the northern prefecture, the northern island of Japan. So we're going from Tokyo, taking the bullet train to Hakodate, and then from Hakodate we're going to Lake Toya, and then Sapporo, Asahikawa, and where we're going to explore Biei and a couple of other places up there in the mountains, do some hiking up at the national park, and then we're going to go all the way back to Tokyo and spend a few days in Tokyo going shopping and all of that. So see you in Tokyo. Alright, so we made it off the plane. We're on the train to get into Tokyo now. We're staying in Ueno for the next 2 nights, actually. Just gonna get into our hotel and chill and sleep. We're so tired at this point. We've been up now for, I don't know, like 20 or so hours, so. Sorry, my brain isn't firing on all cylinders right now. It's hot as hell over here. The room is tiny, but we kind of expected that. It's a business hotel, so give a quick room tour though. So here's the door, and when you first walk in, you put your key in over there, and this is it. Very small, so there's a little desk over here, a little landing zone for slippers. There's a fridge right there, then a little bit of floor space, then there's a double bed, then here's the bathroom. And that is it. So tomorrow we're gonna explore a little bit of Tokyo, so we'll see you in the morning. Ohayo gozaimasu. It is, it's actually somewhat early. It's 8:11. Still adjusting to the time zone here, but we're gonna go get some coffee, and today what we're gonna do is do some shopping. This is our only full day here in Tokyo until we leave for Hokkaido tomorrow morning. So since we're in the Ueno area, we're gonna hit up Akihabara, but first we're gonna go a little bit further north and check out some secondhand shops that are up here. Everything in Japan has a cute mascot, and this penguin is the one for their transportation IC card called Suica. Ueno Station had this store dedicated to Suica penguin merch. Alright, so we just took the train from Ueno to Matsudo, which is about a 20-minute train ride northeast in the Tokyo Metro. And we're gonna go secondhand shopping. This is where Book Off Super Bazaar is. But right now we're gonna see if we can find the Uniqlo that's at this station, because Amanda wants to get a bag over here.
There's a bowl of ramen in there.
All right, so we hit the book off, the book off super bazaar actually here in Matsudo, and there were a handful of new Nintendo 3DS LLs, and I was able to pick one up. It's hotter than hell, by the way. It's like 94 degrees or something like that. So we're on our way now. It's only 11:30 and jet lag is getting us right now. It feels so much later. About a kilometer away from the book off is a soba restaurant that I found. Hopefully get some cold soba because we're really hungry. Okay, it was an adventure ordering here with the all Japanese menu, but not bad though. This soba place was a fantastic first real meal in Japan for this trip. It was tiny on the inside like a lot of Tokyo hole-in-the-wall noodle shops. It was so hot out and we had been walking around a lot, so we were all sweaty, and this cold soba and tempura just hit the spot. I said this was hard mode because usually even with a place that only has a Japanese menu, there's pictures and we can use the image function on Google Translate, but that didn't work well this time. The owner of the shop was super nice and welcoming, highly recommended. After lunch, we headed back towards Tokyo to check out Akihabara, the electric town. We're in Akihabara, babe.
初めて会った日のことは君と追いかけっこ疲れ果てた僕のことを見て得意げな顔したたまに静かと思え
We did a lot of the gachapon machines in Japan because there's a lot of cute stuff. But this one is for our friend Minalicious, who's the biggest Bulbasaur fan in the world. Alright, Min's gonna open it.
Hey.
We spent a few hours checking out the sights and sounds of Akihabara, going retro video game and gachapon hunting. So now it's time for a late dinner at a curry house chain. Alright, it's 6 in the morning right now and Amanda's still sleeping, but I'm really hungry. I've actually been up since about 4. Jet lag is still getting me, but still getting a decent amount of rest. But I'm walking right now to Sukiya, which is Japanese chain. It's a gyudon restaurant, beef rice bowl type of place, and super cheap. They're open almost 24 hours, and there's a ton of them around Tokyo, so let's go get some. We're going to Hokkaido today, so we're gonna get some breakfast here probably at some point. Our Shinkansen reservations, the bullet train reservations, are for 10:50-ish this morning, and I think it's gonna be around a 4.5 hour ride to Hakodate, where we're gonna stay the night.
This is the AC's not working.
It's fine. We bought the JR Pass, which is available only to tourists in Japan. The pass pays for most of your travel by train, Shinkansen, and bus in the JR network for a certain amount of time. We got the 7-day one, which will cover all of our train travel to and within Hokkaido all the way until we get back to Tokyo again next week. Okay, I'm having to whisper a little bit because we are on the Shinkansen to Hakodate now. These Shinkansens are so fast, man. It's always so fun to ride these. So we're just gonna sit back and relax and maybe journal and play on some handhelds and read a little bit while we go to Hakodate. I don't think we're going that fast yet, but these trains have a max speed of around 200 miles per hour, and it is crazy how it feels. Alright, we made it to Hakodate. One thing that I want to mention is that the temperature difference between Tokyo and Hakodate is stark. It was like 97 degrees, super freaking humid yesterday. Here it's like low 80s and feels great outside. Just not sweating my ass off like I was yesterday and the day before. Now that we're here, we're just gonna go check into our hotel and then we're gonna eat and explore. Hokkaido's local beverage. Ooh. This is Lucky Perot, a popular local hamburger chain in Hakodate. We weren't super hungry yet, so we got their most popular meal to share, which is the chicken filet burger set that has crispy and juicy fried chicken tossed in a sweet and savory sauce, chili cheese fries, and their brewed oolong tea. We also added a blueberry vanilla shake, and it was all so good. After lunch, we took the streetcar to the Jujigai neighborhood, which was a very scenic and historic part of the city, to catch the sights and take pictures. We're going up over there in a little bit. And now it's ropeway time.
Udaniロープウェイにご乗車の際、山頂駅でも改札がありますので、プランを存分に。Please watch your step when getting off the road.
It was so crowded at the Mount Hakodate Observatory, but we realized that most people go up there around dusk so they can see what's considered one of Japan's top nightscape city views, which is Hakodate from above. It's called the Hakodate Hourglass because, being a port town, Hakodate gets pinched by two inlets of the sea that gets highlighted by the bright city lights at night. It was a spectacular view. Good morning from Hakodate. We had a great night last night, saw some sights, went up to the top of Mount Hakodate, I think is what it's called. We're gonna go get some coffee at, I think this is a fish market over here, and then it's gonna be on to Lake Toya. This fish market near the port is huge and super cool. There's several buildings and outdoor areas all clustered together that sell mostly fresh seafood, fruit, and other foods that are popular. Hakodate is known for its seafood, which is what we want to get after coffee and before heading on the limited express train to our next destination. Oh, Chicago?
Hi.
We're from Colorado.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Look at that. Happy birthday, baby. Wow. There's a lot of great little coffee shops in Japan, and Jujiya Coffee was no exception. Amanda got a coffee with milk and a package of little cookies, and I ordered a pour-over with catalana, which was a custard dessert that has caramelized sugar on the top, similar to a creme brulee. Super delicious, and the owner was extremely nice and fluent in English, so we chatted with him for a while. After coffee, we checked out a little bit more of the market before grabbing some seafood bowls at a spot close to the coffee shop on the owner's recommendation. So we made it to Lake Toya. We're at the Toya Kanko Hotel. Just checked in and getting settled into the room, but we have such a great view out here too of Lake Toya, the little island that's in the middle. We're probably gonna go take the ferry here in a little bit once we rest up a little bit, because we had to take the express train from Hakodate to Toya Station, and then from Toya Station over here, it was a bus that was about 30 more minutes or so, but a little bit less than 3 hours. We're gonna go explore. I think there's gonna be some fireworks later. I know we have dinner at the restaurant and we also have breakfast. This is all kind of included. And then we also have the onsen. Since this is a ryokan, we have private onsen time for sometime around like 7:20 or something like that. It's gonna be a cool day. This is a Japanese style dinner and there's so much stuff here. Looks like there's like a custard thing here. There's some kind of vegetables. There's sashimi under here. They just delivered some shrimp tempura. Something going on here. Some meat, chicken, pork maybe. And then some kind of potatoes. This is cooking right now, but this is pork. Oh, it's hot. Needs about 10 minutes. And then there's this rice thing going on over here. Woo! And it looks like this might be dessert. Got some miso soup, some rice. Very nice. Waiting on the fireworks now.
Holy shit. Whoa. Oh my god.
That's huge.
What the fuck?
Shit. Today we're going to Noboribetsu. Noboribetsu is a small, natural hot spring town near central Hokkaido. After taking a train to Noboribetsu Station, we're going to take a bus up to the Jigokudani Valley, which is known for their geothermal activity being in a volcanic crater.
A train will soon be arriving.
We're hiking a trail that features a natural hot spring footbath and stunning views of mountains and geysers. Along the way, we'll also spot some stone demon statues scattered around town. It's a hobby off too. So I realized why this spot was open. It's because we're downstream of all these people's feet. Look at them. All right, had a packed morning this morning already. Had breakfast buffet at the Lake Toya Hotel, then had to jump on their shuttle to go to the Toya station. And then we stopped off at one of the little towns on the way to Noboribetsu in order to do some secondhand hunting. Went to a hard off over there, then jumped back on the train, and now we're in Noboribetsu and exploring. We already did the natural hot springs footpath. Very spirited away, magical chemicals in the water. It was nice. My feet are nice and pretty, nice and soft now. That was really cool. And then we just explored. I actually don't know what this area is called, but I'll put it somewhere. Kind of reminded me of Yellowstone. It was like a little mini Yellowstone here in Japan. It's really cool. Waft it. Smells like sulfur. We just came down from the national park. We're in their little town of Noboribetsu right now. There's a ton of shops and restaurants over here. I think we're gonna get some ramen. That looks so good. Matcha. Matcha waffle mochi thing. It is this one. And then that one is this one. Alright, we just got to Noboribetsu Station. We had a great time at the national park, but we are on our way to Sapporo now. I'm just waiting on the limited express train. I think it's gonna come here in about 30 minutes or so. Got our stuff out of the coin lockers and just waiting now, so see you in Sapporo. First night in Sapporo. What time is it right now? 8:05, and it actually feels really nice right now. It's about 68 degrees, breezy. It was raining a lot earlier. Walking to get some soup curry right now. I think Hokkaido or maybe Sapporo is famous for that. That's kind of one of their dishes. And we're gonna stop by a secondhand store right before we go for some retro game hunting. So we were heading to dinner. We stopped by Surugaya, which is a secondhand store. We got distracted and we found a nice new 3DS LL for Amanda, a nice red one. And that took up a lot of time, and we had laundry that we were doing here that we needed to get back to. So it was like 9-ish, 9:30 at that point. And we decided to just go back to the hotel, had to grab our laundry from the washing machine, bring it back up, fold it. And at that point, it was already almost 10 maybe. So this is what we're having for dinner. We're having konbini stuff. We went to Lawson, which is right next to our hotel. And that's what we're having. Today is our only full day in Sapporo. This is our chance to get out and eat, shop, and explore in the capital of Hokkaido. Amanda and I were reflecting on the trip, and we both agreed that we wish we had an extra day in Lake Toya and an extra day here in Sapporo. There were just so many more things on our list for both of these places that we could fill another day with, but I guess we'll just have to save that for our next trip to Japan. After getting a cup of hot matcha at the tea shop and fluffy pancakes at a cafe, we took a train to Nakanoshima to check out a store that sells Japanese selvage denim. I love the pair I ended up picking up, and though they were pricey, they're such great quality and should last me for years to come. Afterwards, we decided to check out some crane games and gachapon machines to work up an appetite for lunch. Yeah? Might be good Oh, you got the one you didn't want. What is that? You're so goofy looking.
I don't.
What is that?
Oh no.
Who is that?
An idiot sandwich.
Alright, attempt number 2. Let's see who we get. Is it him again? Is that all that's left? Alright, one more.
No.
One more.
No.
One more. One more.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Somebody's gonna get one of those guys.
That looks different.
Oh, that looks different.
Oh, there you go. Wow.
Oh yeah.
All right, after some shopping, we just finished up a late lunch at Swag Soup Curry. It was so good. Now we're gonna go on this Ferris wheel, which is just right outside, up there. Figure out how to get up there. 65. Yeah. There she is.
Why did you do this? I don't like it. God, sit
Poor baby.
having so much fun.
at the Sapporo Beer Museum, and it's completely covered in scaffolding, so you can't really see it. Sure, it's still cool inside though. Got my alcohol free, and Amanda got a little ribbon sody pop.
Kanpai.
Kanpai. So Amanda's not with me right now. She's back at the hotel room. We had a full day of exploring, playing tourist. I was able to get some Japanese denim, which I'm really happy about. Was able to secure a PS Vita on the retro game hunt. And we got some soup curry and went on the Ferris wheel that let us get a really cool view of Sapporo. Now I'm on my way to another hard off and book off Super Bazaar. The hunt continues for retro video games, so that's one of my side quests while we were in Japan this visit. So probably have another late night dinner. We're thinking maybe a conveyor belt sushi place. And then tomorrow we are headed off to Asahikawa. So we're gonna take a train from Sapporo Station to Asahikawa. And then in Asahikawa, we're actually renting a car and we're staying in Biei. There's mountains and a national park over there. Hopefully do some hiking. We'll see, weather permitting, because it has been rainy today and yesterday, and I believe it's actually supposed to rain again, maybe in the next couple of days. So we'll see what the trail conditions are like. Hopefully it's not super muddy, but yeah, a lot of adventure ahead of us.
Seat reservations. Please do not smoke in this train.
All right, so we're on the train to Asahikawa now. We're leaving Sapporo. We had a nice couple days in Sapporo. When we get to Asahikawa, we're going to get our rental car, then head up into the mountains. Today's going to be mostly an outside day, more of a road trip day. We're going to kind of wind through some of the little towns that they have up there. Biei, Furano, there's some farms and flower fields that we can stop at, kind of touristy, but should be hopefully picturesque. Probably not as much as some of the Instagram pictures that you see of all the flower fields with all the colorful plants and things like that, just spanning the distance. And then we're going to be staying at a bed and breakfast type of place in Biei for the next couple of nights. Tomorrow, what we're going to do is we're going to be doing some hiking, hopefully weather permitting, at the national park that they have up there. So that should be really fun. I'm really looking forward to that. So taking a break from the city, getting out into the countryside and into the mountains. So here we go. There's the beast. She's an amazing machine. No, the car. You too. We're out in the country now, and this is the reason why we rented a car. A bunch of farmland out here and mountains and everything. This is very much the countryside. It feels great out right now. It looks like it's about 71. It's really overcast compared to Tokyo. This feels great right now. In Tokyo, it was almost 100 degrees, super humid. But I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep driving and check out more of this countryside, check out these flower fields. We're gonna get some lunch out here too. We haven't had Hokkaido soft serve yet, which is something that I'm really looking forward to. The dairy out here in Hokkaido is apparently really good, so I'm excited. This dog cafe was super cute and such a gem in the tiny town of Biei. It was so good to pet a puppy after being away from our bucket for so long. So sweet. Refreshed and re-energized, we got back on the road to check out more flower farms.
Turn right, then your destination will be on the left.
Made it.
The next morning, we were treated to a delicious Japanese breakfast and coffee by our host Shisa in their cozy cafe area. This place was such a vibe. We're dreaming of coming back here in the winter with the snow and you're relaxing in the hot sauna while it's snowing outside. Oh man. You'll see that later.
Continue for 3 kilometers.
All right, so it's a rainy day in, well, we're not in Biei anymore, but that's where we stayed at this quaint little bed and breakfast. We're actually on our way to Mount Asahidake right now. We're in the national park. I don't know what the national park's name is off the top of my head, but there's a ropeway up here, so we're gonna take the ropeway and we're going to do something like maybe an 8 to 10 mile hike that's going to summit Mount Asahidake and kind of make a loop around it. There's some hot springs where we can put our feet in towards the end of it. So we'll see how that goes because it is super rainy out right now. So I'm just in sandals. We don't have a lot of waterproof gear. Supposedly we're going to be able to rent like boots, trekking poles, and things like that we need. But it's also going to be really muddy, and it's supposed to be raining for most of the morning. It's about 9:30 right now. We'll see how it goes. We took a look at the webcam before we left, and we talked to the hotel owner, and she was saying that it might be a little treacherous. It's going to be really rocky, and visibility is going to be really bad. But this is what we came here to do, so we'll see how it goes. Rainy, but we're gonna do the easy hike
because that's all we can do.
They looked at my shoes and she was like, no, don't do that. Oh shit. See, she was right. So here's one of the lookout points. Can't really see that much. There's people up here. Rest stop. I wish they sold ramen in that little shack right there. Down at the Kobe ropeway, there was a spot that right next to one of the waterfalls, they sold ramen.
There's this little cafe area that has vending machines. Apparently they sell ramen over here.
It's really nice that they build these little rest houses on the trails, especially for travelers that are trekking in the winter to get out of the snow. Mount Asahidake is an active volcano that stands at around 7,500 feet or 2,200 meters, so the weather up here can change at a moment's notice. Okay, so we just finished Mount Asahidake. We didn't end up doing the actual loop that we wanted to do. There's like a little safety briefing before they kind of let you do your thing. And there were definitely people that had legit hiking gear and that kind of thing. Since we're here to do a lot of other stuff, we obviously don't have like hiking boots and things like that. So I had my sandals on, which are hiking sandals. But the lady saw them when she was talking to us, and she gave me the international or the universal symbol for no, which is the X in front of your chest. But it was still good. We still had a good time. We were out there for maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. We took our time. We're gonna go get some lunch, so we're going into Biei, into town first. Then we'll come back, just check out some of the waterfalls that they have here before we head back to our hotel. It was close to where we had lunch in Biei, so just walking around for a little bit and then gonna go see some waterfalls. We had a really good day at Daisetsuzan National Park here in central Hokkaido. It was really rainy. We were wet a lot of the day, but the diversity of the things that you can do here is really cool. I mean, this morning we were climbing Asahidake-san. We took the ropeway up towards, kind of towards the top. It's at like 5,200 feet or whatever, so Denver-ish elevation. We did like a route around there and then did part of the summit trail to Asahidake, and it was really foggy, but it was still really fun. There were a lot of geysers to see. It would have been cool to see a little bit further. Visibility was poor, but it was still great. And now, still pretty hazy out, really foggy, really drizzly. That makes it so there's not as many people out here, which is really cool. So it kind of feels like you have it to yourself. We just went waterfall peeping. We'll probably hit another one on the way back. We were just talking about how some of these landscapes here are just so unique, very green, very lush. Just been a good day.
So excited for this tempura udon.
After a long day of adventure, coming home to a relaxing hot sauna and cold plunge was magical.
Snow.
That looks so beautiful. Oh, coffee. Ohayou gozaimasu. Mantan de kado お願いします。
はい、カードで。
はい。
はい、カード。
はい。
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。Good morning. So we checked out of Rananai Base in Biei where we were staying for the past 2 nights. Honestly, that was probably the best place that we've stayed at in Japan. It was super quaint, and the sauna and the hot tub and that whole bath situation was amazing. The staff were super nice. They spoke good English, and last night we brought them some beer. They asked us to drink with them, so we had a couple beers and we're just chatting and getting to know each other a little bit. They're super cool. Shisa, it's her and her husband. I believe they're the owners of the building. She used to be a professional snowboarder. She was one of the first women to be a professional snowboarder in Japan. And her husband is a really good surfer too. So they're very active. Just super cool experience. We got to chat with them about Japan and their lives and our lives and everything. And it was awesome. We're on the train now back to Sapporo, and it's going to be an all-day journey today to travel back to Tokyo. We're probably not going to get in until about maybe midnight or something like that, but we're going to be in Tokyo for the next 3 days. Tomorrow, probably going to be an all-day shopping day. I know we've been looking forward to that in Tokyo, and then we'll see what else we get up to. We're in Sapporo again for another few hours. We didn't realize that the Sapporo Marathon was this weekend. All the train and Shinkansen reservations were really booked, so we had to pick one that was a lot later. We're gonna go get some hamburg steak, maybe some coffee.
3 hours to Hakodate. We're back at Shin Hakodate now. It's around 6:30. We're gonna get going here in about 5 minutes. It's gonna be a little over 4 hours from Shin Hakodate to Tokyo Station. And then we have to take a local train to Shinjuku. So here we go. We're also on the Shinkansen, so it's going to be really fast once they get up to speed on this.
Good morning from Shinjuku. We got in pretty late last night. It was around midnight. We started at like 8:30 is when we left Ronanai base in Biei. And we didn't get to our hotel till about 11:30, maybe midnight. So we got a late start today, but it is time to go shopping. We're gonna hit a bunch of different department stores and things like that are kind of close by. So like Hands, Uniqlo, the Disney store, and a few other places. So it's gonna be a fun shopping day today. Also, now that we're back on the mainland here in Japan, it is now 89 degrees and the high is gonna be 94 today. It's hot. All right, so we're at Sushiro right now. This whole thing is a screen here where you can order a bunch of different stuff. It also shows like all of the different menu options, the different nigiri that's available. So we're gonna chow down. Good morning. It's our
Last full day here in Japan. We're staying here in Shinjuku. Our flight leaves tomorrow. Departs out of Narita around 6:45, I think. Yesterday was all shopping, so we got a lot of cool things. And today is going to be mostly shopping again. We're going to go get some coffee at our favorite coffee place here in Shinjuku and get out and enjoy our last full day here.
We're on our way to a sock place that's made in Japan socks, and one of the things that I really want from there are linen socks. That's also kind of what we're going to be looking for today, is just more independent stuff, because yesterday we went to like Muji and Hands and all of the popular kind of department stores that we wanted to hit to get some things. And then we're also going to a neighborhood in West Tokyo called Shimokitazawa, which is like a boho chic, retro vintage clothing, a lot of secondhand shops and things like that to go looking for clothes. So we're excited. Konnichiwa. We're in Shibuya.
Oh my god. Please don't count how many times we tried that. This Pikachu claw machine defeated us. At least we got a consolation prize.
Winner!
After spending like 20 bucks,
Yeah.
get this consolation prize.
So we didn't walk away empty-handed.
We're about to be part of the Clean Plate Club over here. So we've been shopping since about 10 a.m. this morning. It took a lot longer than we thought, and there were a few shops that we added kind of along the way. But we're back at Tokyo Station now. We're kind of in the middle, actually. We were in South Tokyo, and we're headed back to Shinjuku, which is west of Tokyo Station. But we haven't actually seen like the outside of Tokyo Station until right now. So it's 10:24 at night. We just wanted to stop and see this before we left. I'm sad that we didn't get to hit all the places that I wanted to hit. There was Shimokitazawa, which is where I wanted to shop for some vintage clothing. Didn't get to do that, but you know, maybe on our next Japan trip.
Yeah, next year.
Tomorrow, we're gonna kind of take it easy. There's a couple other things that we wanted to do. We still need to hit Don Quixote to get some last minute like beauty products and souvenirs and stuff like that. So we're gonna do that in the morning and then probably get some coffee again and spend our final hours in Tokyo before we have to go back.
No, I think you still ordered here.
Ohayo gozaimasu from Shinjuku. We're moving to Japan. No, I'm just kidding. We have to go back to work here in the next couple days, but this is our last day in Japan. We're leaving tonight. We just had coffee for the last time this visit at Double Tall, and now we're gonna do some last minute shopping and then probably do the Kirby Cafe or the Kirby Petite Cafe. We weren't able to get reservations for the Kirby Cafe itself, but there is a Petite Cafe in Tokyo Station, so we're probably gonna do that a little bit later on. If we're lucky, I'll be able to get to Blue Lug if I time it correctly, Blue Lug Bike Shop, and get some bike stuff, so we'll see. In the interest of time, I went out on a solo quest to Blue Lug myself. Amanda was still in the room packing. That bike shop was super cool. I can see why Blue Lug is one of the most popular bike shops in Tokyo. They had so much cool stuff over there. A lot of stuff that they make themselves, like those reflectors that I bought, some of the bike packing bags and stem bags and things like that. And they just have a lot of cool stuff, especially if you're into fixed gear and a lot of bling on your bike. They had a lot of Nitto products and all of that. So really special. I'm really glad that I made the trip out. Last meal in Japan. Gotta get the samurai mac. Teriyaki. Gonna be alright. They have shower rooms at the Narita airport for 1,500 yen. It's actually pretty clutch. Because of the time crunch today, I wasn't able to take a shower like I wanted to before we left. So, here it is. Not bad. Is this a massage chair or is it a rocket launch? I'm doing it too. Amanda said it massages your feet. Oh my god. Oh shit. It's tickling me. I think that's our plane coming in. We're right next to our gate. get lucky. We'll see. One more leg to get home to Bud. She made it all the way from Japan. There they are. Hi, Bud. Hi, Bud. Look at him. He's wagging. Oh, look at him. Hi, Bubba. Hi, Bud. Hi, Bud. Hi, Bud. Hi, Noi. Oh, Bud. Bud, show yourself. Is that you? You can't tell. Oh, that is you. Okay. Oh, good boy. Good boy. We missed you, Bubba. I know. Good job, Bud.